going on, guys? It's another YouTube video that I'm making today. You know, I got a little bit caught up on some things. Got my boy Juan's car came in. It's got a coolant leak. You know, typical stuff on the M54. Definitely needs oil filter housing gaskets, so we'll be taking care of that. I just ordered them. Should arrive tomorrow. But yeah, maybe you know what? I'm gonna do a tutorial tomorrow on that. I haven't done much of a tutorials for any of my work, so I'm gonna give you guys you know, a little step-by-step on how to do these. But for today, this car, I finally got some 17s. I went with another set of rear Apex arcades. I don't know why these wheels are so appealing to me that I just I just keep getting them for them, and I don't know, man. It's one of those things, like, you just kind of, it is what it is. But yeah, man, so I got a 17 set up with some Mickey Thompson's ET. I think they're ET Streets. You'll see them in a second. You know, I don't know. I forget what I buy sometimes. Half the time, I just like click buy. I think that's why my wife later gets mad at me. But yeah, anyways, so last time I did some little cosmetic stuff. A few changes to the coil setup happened between the time frame of the last video and this video, so I'll show you that now. But yeah, so here we go. I'll show you now. Get this video started, see where this goes. This is really random video, but I wanted to, you know, start uploading some more stuff and give you guys a little bit more content, because I know I promised you guys a lot more content in maybe like 2 videos prior to this one, and I haven't really been fulfilling that. So now that I'm kind of working for myself now, I kind of got a little bit of more of a free time, especially me starting, you know, my own shop, which is going to be called, you can check my shop out and see what you guys think. It's called EST Auto Works. I'll put a link in the description and in the video of my Instagram page, so y'all may check it out, give a follow, you know, all that good stuff. So yeah, let's just jump into this. And it's not much, you know, it's just a little bit of you know, where the car is at now. Like I said, it's not much, but here we go. Okay, so the engine bay looks pretty much the same, other than the fact that I took the engine cover off and painted it black. The matte black wasn't really, I didn't really like the appealing of it. Just kind of, I don't know, I'd throw some spice on it. I got bored of it, whatever, that's what I did. So I ended up ditching the R8 coils. I know you can't see them because the engine cover's on, but I went with some Eldors. I don't know what I mean, when I was tuning it, the coils were misfiring. It was between 3 and 5, and then it switched to 1, and then to 6. So I was having issues with it, so I decided to let it go. I don't know what it was. Before I sold the kit, you know, I completely replaced all those coils with OEM Audi R8 coils, and just, you know, handed them over to the next owner. Hope that the owner that bought them has a single turbo Speedtech kit, which it's a bottom mount turbo. So all that heat right here that you get from this turbo doesn't go on the coils. And I think that's what the issue was with mine, is that my coils were getting like too much heat on them, and it would start making misfires, and I couldn't proceed with my tuning. So I ditched them. They were good coils, don't get me wrong, because of my twin turbo setup. When I was running the Franken turbos, it never skipped a beat. So I mean, if y'all are looking for coils, the Beamer Life tuning kit, I recommend. It's a good kit. I'm not knocking down on them, but it was just something that I had to get away from for this build now, you know. Like I said, Beamer Life or the Precisions, they are great kits, but I just went back to stock. I wouldn't say stock Bosch, but I went back to the Eldors. Eldors have been running phenomenal, and you'll see what I did next, which is the heat shield. I fabricated my own heat shield so I can at least give it some protection from the heat. You gotta remember, this turbo kit, or a single turbo kit, emits a lot of heat, and it's basically right here, and some on the housing, but all this gets extremely hot. So people have issues if they don't have a blanket. People start noticing that the valve covers melt, which I don't know why in the world people would run this without a blanket, because it gets so damn hot. I heat wrapped the downpipe. I'm still worried about that because it kind of touches my AC line and my brake line right here, but it hasn't caused any issues. My AC still works, heat still works, everything works. I added a heat shield right here because I know that with the single turbo kits, those usually melt and you can't use your wiper fluid. So I'm like, what the hell? Nah, let's just get a heat shield on there, get it made, put it on, and call it a day. You know, everything worked out fine. I could still use my dang heat shield. Windshield washer fluid, refill it, you know, all the good stuff. So I made my own hood vent, and it came out really good. You know, I fabricated by myself or on my own. I used 22 gauge sheet metal, and it does what I made it, you know, it does what they're supposed to do. It's supposed to vent out hot air from the engine bay. And I put it on the hot side of on this side, because the hot side is the passenger side on these cars where the turbo is, so it can vent out some of that hot air. I got it to where it's not pouring, like if it rains, it doesn't pour the water right on the hood, on the cone. It's not too far this way to where some of the grounds and electronics are a little bit over here. So it's perfect. It's not touching any of that. So we're good to go. I probably wouldn't offer this because I did not give a damn about this hood, and I just kind of chopped it. So so it was kind of like, it was one of those impulse head of things where it actually turned out pretty good. Yeah, it can be better, but I didn't really spend too much time on it. So yeah, there it is, guys. So because like I told you, I got a 17-inch by 10.5 rear wheel. Can't talk today, man. I don't know. Rear wheel setup, and I'm really excited to get them on, but I can't because, man, these wheels are wide for the 135 in the first place. So like I said, I'm gonna have to stiffen out the rear suspension so it doesn't hit the tire. And the tires look kind of like Mexi Flush. If y'all know what that means, you know what it means. A little Mexi Flush type of action going on. But the car looks really good on them, and I'm really excited to start the next step on this car because I really want to be finished with it so I can move on to a different one. Really, you know, I don't know what's next. It just, whatever. I'm focusing on getting some things for the shop and that I need. So I mean, it's 50-50 on everything, but I'll show you the wheels, and I think that'll wrap up the this video. So yeah, so this is my Apex. I'll probably I might or might not get them powder coated the same color as the other ones. I don't know yet. If I did, it'd be a lot easier if I ever wanted to sell this car and I wanted to, you know, part out or whatever. It'd be a lot easier if I sell them as a whole set, or maybe these. A lot of people love this color, so I probably won't do that. The silver looks really good. I love it. If my other wheels were this silver, I think I'd probably rock that too. But yeah, so these are the 17s, Mickey Thompsons. You know what it is. We'll see how these perform. I don't really know how these street comps perform. The tires that I have now, which are Acceleras, hook pretty good, and I'm not really complaining about them. But yeah, so I think that's it for the update. It's not really a lot of stuff that I really did, honestly. It's just a little things here and there, especially with the hood vent, which I really like. It's a nice detail to it. I might do the other side. It's just depending on if I want to do it or not. But yeah, so that's the update. I really appreciate everybody who tunes in to the YouTube channel. Like I said, I'm gonna start doing some tutorials tomorrow. I should be giving y'all, I might have time to do 2 because I'm doing a power steering pump on a E90, so I'll probably do that too. The oil filter housing on my buddy's car needs to get done, so I'll do a tutorial on that, on how to. And yeah, so tomorrow should be a pretty productive day. Tez is out of state right now on a family emergency, so I kind of wish he was here so he could help me out with filming. But brother, I hope you had a safe trip. Blessings to your family. You're like a little brother to me, so you know I always care about that kind of stuff. I hope you're doing okay. I'm glad you made it, like I said. And so yeah, guys, so if you'd like, please subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna start getting some more content to you guys. And yeah, I hope you see the growth in this car, in the shop, and everything. So I'm pretty excited for what's to come. Thank you guys. Y'all have a good day.